Geeks at the Nerds Table coming at you one more time with another episode. Hey, look, sit back, relax, grab your chair, pull that thing up to the table. We have a fantastic episode to go over. I think we have a couple of celebrations. We have to celebrate Sonic and another awesome trailer. We have to celebrate Christopher Reeves. Oh, we also have to celebrate no more Acolyte. Hey. Welcome back, people. And it's time to get into it, right? Let me just go ahead and introduce the panel for tonight because it's going to be a nice, long conversation. I can see it already. So let's start it off. Spider Kev in the building.
What's going on, everybody? Listen, we got a good conversation about a show that I didn't even watch. But I guess it's a good thing I did. But, of course, we're going to get to that. But, hi, everybody.
Oh, God. Frankie, baby.
What's up, Larry, baby? This is gonna be good. We got definitely got some good things to talk about tonight.
And last but not least, is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's Mike Berry.
All right, we got a Sonic trailer. We got the cancellation of the Acolyte. And we got a Christopher Reeve story trailer. This looks like a job for the Geeks at the Nerd Table.
Nice.
That was your cue to have like the GNT on your chest and hold like a pose like Superman.
Oh yeah.
Someone gave Larry way too much power.
Was it too much power, or he just couldn't help himself by buying new toys?
Power.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm done. Okay. All right. So right back at it. Hey, this is your crew for the night. George, where you at, man? All right.
George is a working man.
Yes, he is. Oh,
yeah,
yes,
I know exactly what George's got to say about tonight.
Hey, Larry.
I know his feelings on the Acolyte. That's for sure.
Yeah. So yeah,
we know some spirit, brother.
It's okay. It's okay. Look, so before we dive into other things, we just want to kind of go over this Sonic trailer because some of us did not see it yet. So what better chance and what better time? Yeah, I'm one of them. It's me. I'm one of them. What better time to actually have a trailer reaction and watch it as a crew together? So,
hey, I got a question. This is life or death question. All right.
Huh?
What's everyone's favorite Sonic character? I'll go first. Knuckles.
Mine's actually Shadow. Actually.
No?
I'm between Shadow and Sonic.
It gotta be about okay. None don't have to be my favorite Sonic.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my favorite Sonic. And my fandom goes back with my Sega Master System with the first Sonic.
Dude, I don't know. I had Knuckles Chaotic, man, on 32X. Yeah,
32X.
I was about to show my age and go, well, I played Sonic and everything on the Wii. On the Wii. If anyone saw the Big Bang Theory episode, you understood the reference.
Yeah, I'm gonna show my age really good. I traded all my Sega Genesis games for Grand Theft Auto 1.
Yeah.
Oh, that game was terrible.
Oh, dude, but it had the best soundtrack, dude.
It had a good soundtrack, but terrible play.
It was
It was the
the
camera
first
is
one.
standing on top. And like you see this
It
little,
was like that and like Dope Wars on like PC, where it was like the little like text-based game that was they made you feel so cool.
oh my god.
So anyway, Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic. Yeah, back to Sonic.
Roll that trailer.
You betcha. All right. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Sonic, you finally found your family.
Keeper.
I know it hasn't always been easy, but you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
Or
Just
your
as
heart.
fate.
There's been a high-level security breach. And we need Team Sonic's immediate assistance. Project Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Shadow's story began a lot like your Sonic. But where you found family and friends, Shadow found only pain and loss.
All right, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with the giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.
He is much more impressive than the hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
You're a colorful bunch.
We don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
No, no! My turn. Can we just talk about this?
He's too powerful.
Sonic! I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need you-know-who.
This is a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped me?
Doctor,
We have visitors.
this is sad, Robotnik, even for you.
We need your help.
On one condition.
What? Do this!
If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it. I need room.
Sir, I don't have the proper materials.
Found some.
When we're done, there won't be anything left.
Hey, no cheat code! What did you do?
What I had to.
Wow.
Welcome home, my boy. It's impossible.
Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it?
Are you? In the saggy flesh.
Wow.
Bad.
Oh man.
Okay.
Mhm.
Shadow's that boy, dude. He is that bad man.
Yo,
Dude,
is
that's
that
gonna- that's
Keanu
gonna be
Reeves?
good.
Yes.
Yeah.
No
Reeves
freaking
is-
way.
That's Keanu Reeves.
voices
That is
Shadow.
so.
They got Jim Carrey and Keanu Reeves in that movie.
That's insane.
And the voice is like perfect having Keanu Reeves. Because
Yeah, exactly.
you know, I just think, all right, who's
Mhm.
the most menacing character out there? John Wick. You know, you can't kill John Wick. And who's Shadow? John Wick.
John Wick. Yeah.
The way the
Ugh.
shots of him fighting the three, it kind of remind me of the Matrix too.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, it will be the second thing to do it this year, but is doing it better.
Yeah.
I just love the fact that, you know, it's like we're finally caught up to actually seeing a movie like that and actually make it look good. Like it looks
Yes.
really good.
Like,
It
can
don't
we
look
take a minute and appreciate the fact that we have two good Sonic movies enough that like a third one was made that has like this kind of star power in it. Like, holy crap! Especially when like the first things we saw was ugly Sonic.
Oh my
We
god.
did
Bad,
way
ugly
to make
Sonic.
the world a better place, internet. Thank you.
Yeah. Sonic just had to get a facelift.
Exactly.
Bullied the crap out of a CGI character so much they had to redo the whole thing.
Everyone's beautiful on the inside and outside except Sonic.
I do believe, I forget what
Sonic
it was.
didn't change a thing except for his face.
What was it? Was it like a Chip? Was it like a Chip and Dale live action movie? And he
And they
was in
tore
one of
it
the booths.
apart.
Oh god, that was funny. That's bad. Even Disney made fun of
Ugly Sonic.
Ugly Sonic is officially in the void.
Ugly Sonic's not making it out of the void. Unlike some other characters.
Nah, but like, all right, cool. We finally called up to like what we want to see like in a Sonic movie. Like, all right, we finally got like the extra characters in there, and we're hitting Shadow. How awesome is that?
A fan favorite. I mean, it took 3 movies, but you finally did it.
But it happened.
It
Like, all right, wish list for a Mario. We get Wario. Is it going to happen anytime soon? Probably not.
No. Probably not, bro.
Probably not.
I don't even know when the second Mario Bros. Is supposed to come out.
Is it even in production? I don't know if it's even in production.
They said it's going to happen, but I don't know when.
That's what I'm saying. Like, appreciate the fact that we have probably 3 good to decent Sonic movies. Like, how is that a thing?
Yeah, I enjoyed the first 2.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the hell out of the first 2.
The first 2 were actually very good,
and they were profitable. Like, people liked them. People came back. They made a third in this day and age. That's amazing.
Yeah. I think, when did the first Sonic come out?
How are they able to make good Sonic movies but not good Sonic games? Sega, what's up?
Now, the newest one, I kind of want to get. I think it's what it's called, Frontier.
I stopped paying attention
I'll
since
look
they
it
had
up.
like the music.
Sonic became all about the gimmicks of like the racing game, the weird last one that had like you're racing with cars and like gliders and all this stuff. Like
Now,
it just
they have
became
one
weird.
They have one like literally just came out in like I would say like within like the last 6 months. It's called like Frontier. Like he's like on is an open world type of game.
Yeah,
interesting.
And supposedly it's not bad. It's supposed to be decent. I'm actually like interested to try to go ahead and get it because it's Sonic.
Yeah. I just looked up the first Sonic movie came out in 2020. So you
No
had
way.
yes. Yes.
I figured it's been a long time. Yeah.
Early
Did they delay
2020.
it? I wonder if they
It got delayed because they bullied the ugly Sonic.
Fix your face.
Oh.
We're gonna throw up.
Come on, give me the facelift back.
Man.
That was bad.
That is definitely a face only a mother could love.
Yeah, it's
So
almost
true.
it's almost like you want nightmares.
Oh,
I can still see it when I close my eyes.
Man, that's bad.
But yeah,
That's
2020.
bad.
And you had
That's
that, and then
insane.
obviously in the beginning of COVID, so that didn't help it either.
Well, we had a writer strike and an actor strike.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
And then the second movie came out in 2022, I believe.
Yeah, it took them no time to pump those movies out. False.
No.
Because, I mean, the first one came out in, like February 2020, so that was like
hell, you literally have had Jim Carrey have a complete mental breakdown in between these movies and then find himself again and realize like, oh, hey, I don't need to be like, Jim Carrey. I can just be me, which is crazy that like, because of these movies, he's had his mental breakdown and now has rebounded from it and is a completely different actor.
Just so y'all guys can see the difference. Here we go.
oh man.
Look at that. Why'd they give him real teeth? Why real teeth? Why?
So weird.
So
Yeah.
It's such a better. They the better version of him
Take
is
it away.
so much better.
Stop doing
So
that, lad.
much better.
But they made him look
Wants to give
really
you a
good in this
nightmare
movie. He looks really good in this movie, and he did look like
right.
he has grown up a little bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It looked like he definitely matured some. You
Yeah.
kind of hear in his voice, like, like the maturing has happened. But I don't remember, and maybe I got to the point of I'm so much older than than y'all guys. I don't remember or cared about Shadow so much.
I
You know
remember
what I mean?
Shadow from like PlayStation 2 days. Mostly him having his own video game, and only because there was a band in the early 2000s called Orgy, and the members of that band, Ryan Shuck, I believe, formed his own band called Julian K, and they did the soundtrack. And
Yeah.
that's the only reason I paid attention to it.
I
Yeah.
remember Shadow more from the late 90s TV show into the early aughts TV show that they did.
Did he
Those
have like
two
two
shows that he did.
handguns? Am I thinking the right thing? He had like two handguns, didn't he?
I think at one point he did, and then I think they kind of went away from them all having like weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tails had like a whole like cannon array and stuff. Like Knuckles was the only one that didn't have like a weapon. I think
So he
Sonic
just
actually
doesn't
had a
get-
hammer.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing like Shadow and Sonic being compared to Nightwing and Red Hood.
Perfect.
Yeah, makes sense.
And if I know any better, in the trailer, it looks like they're doing I believe in the video game of Shadow, where the girl dies. That girl that you saw in the trailer, she dies.
That sounds familiar.
Because they made him, because she had like a non-curable disease or something, and they grew close, and she dies.
The Sonic game, let's put this out here. There was a certain point where the Sonic games had really weird human like characters and like side stories where like Sonic was in love with a woman.
Sonic's games got weird.
They did. There was like he was like a werewolf at one point for no reason. There was a sword.
Anyways.
Okay, but nonetheless,
but it looks like that's what they're going with in that trailer, because they said Sonic, you guys are the same, you guys can't show up the same time or show up the same way, but the difference is you have a family. He's only been known for loss and pain.
In captivity.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
but you get the shot of him looking at a broken glass mirror, looking at himself.
So now we already know that somehow or another Shadow is going to go to the good side somehow, and Robotnik is going to go to the bad side, and it's going to be them against Robotnik, except now it's going to be two Robotniks that we got to go against, which seems like it's going to be the original Robotnik and the new Robotnik. So I mean, hey, look, I mean, every good children's movie, no, you can't have the good guy as the bad guy. Then so.
Yeah.
Do you think we get like an Eggman reference, like towards like his dad?
Maybe.
In the saggy flesh.
That's what people also gotta remember too. This is a kids movie. This is
right.
This ain't no PG-13 type. No, this is
it's a PG movie.
So like, it's funny you say that, because I was watching it. I was like, man, this has like Bayformers written all over it, but it looks like it's aware of that, and like, I dig it. It's got a good feel to it.
Yeah. It feels, if it has one of those like wholesome type of feels.
Totally.
Something that's if you're going to feel good to watch it.
That's what's good about the last two Sonic movies. They had a nice charm. It was family.
That's exactly
that's what they were going for. It was the charm. It was the characters. You just grew up you just wanted to love the whole family. And now it's That's probably what they're going for with this one too.
Mm.
They're like, Shadow, you can love. We could be your family, but I'm just hoping it's gonna be a good movie.
Yeah.
Well,
This is making me actually think I need to sit my son down with the first one and see how he does and see if like this is going to be in his wheelhouse or not. We just recently did the Despicable Me's and like went over well, so it's like let's see how this goes with them. So
well,
yeah,
everybody loves it.
Am I the only ones that think they're kind of annoying?
No, I think
they totally are.
I think my
They totally are.
five-year-old
That's
is
part of it.
in there. Because we've seen, I think, like 3 of them, and we went and saw the last one in the movie theater. And
so did
I
we.
think she was getting like bored with it, and I'm like, okay.
Oh wow, okay. Well, I think Despicable Me. God, say that 5 times faster. I think they tried to lean into the adult type of theme a little too much, knowing that there's a lot of adults that watch it. But yeah they still try to. Then the Minions come back and bring it back to a child's movie again.
Yeah.
You know, so
I think
but you also got to think too. It's you know how companies work. Is you got something good, they're just gonna keep piling on, giving it to us, no matter what. How many movies we seen besides the spin-offs? Like 5 or 6 already.
So I think
that's
this one like felt like a real ending, though. I think they're might be done.
Really?
Yes, it felt like a real ending.
I feel like it's not. I feel like it just allows it for continuation. So
anyway, and you know what else is not, you know what's not coming back?
Ooh,
Acolyte.
Mic drop.
No Bad Batch.
No, tell me how I was literally listening to that like an hour ago. I had to go back because I needed to laugh at it. It was just me, Larry, and Mike in that small little studio. All I hear is no Bad Batch.
Like what's there? No Bad Batch. Okay.
So Acolyte appears that no season 2. Stop showing it. Show me ugly Sonic instead of that, please.
Don't do
that. Don't do that.
Throw it in the garbage can.
So, season 2 was canceled, but they also started removing merchandise from the main Disney website.
Yes,
and it's all back.
Is it? Oh, they put it back.
Yeah, they as soon as they like got rid of it, people uproared about it and were like, "We want the merch." And
the ones that
some of it's
like
cool. Some of the merch is cool, but like, yeah.
Like, because I really want a lightsaber whip.
You know,
I know
there's 700 people signed on to a trying to save it thing, and Disney's like, no, that's not going to happen. Like, no.
So I was talking to my buddy today about this, and it popped into my head, and I was like, the only thing that has ever really been canceled Star Wars wise was the flippin' holiday special. And like that's still kind of considered canon because of it gave us Boba Fett.
Yeah, but try to get your hands on an actual physical copy of it now.
I think I had a VHS of it. Way back.
Mike hasn't.
Unless you have it, you're not getting your hands on it because they recalled them all, and
it was never played a second time. Any copy of that was from the night it was aired, and B. Arthur and everything.
That's horrible. I mean, absolutely horrible. But that just go to show how terrible that show was. I mean, come on. I mean, when you have the Acolyte that's macking on the other want to be Acolyte, I mean, it's it needed to go.
No, that was terrible. So much is wrong with it.
I'm so glad I didn't watch the show.
I'm gonna stand off on my own little hill here for a second because it's a shame that it didn't hit the way it was supposed to, because now we are never getting anything outside of the errors that we have. Because it was awesome that they were doing 100 years before the prequels, and it was in the Old Republic age. Like that's dope.
Oh no! Mike's man.
I'm passionate here.
Passionate. He's passionate. Letting the tongue fly.
And like, so we're never gonna see that. Like, what's going on with like the George Mangold movie now that was supposed to take place at the beginning? That's
I forgot about that.
probably up in the air.
I think that program was canceled a long time ago, and we never heard about it being canceled.
Mm-hmm. That's the shame of it. But and the other shame is like we didn't get the show we were promised, a Dark Jedi's journey from the other side, and that would have been great. But no, we got creepy freaking Plagueis creeping around in a cave that doesn't make any sense. And George, I know you're watching, I know you're listening, and I think we're on the same page. Like, it's awesome we got to see him, and it sucks we won't get to see like what happens with him. But as I said, like, let's let somebody who's passionate and knows what they're doing work on that. Whether that's in 5 years, 20 years, let someone who knows what they're doing do that, please.
You mean Dave Filoni?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Dave is ever going to do that, though.
No.
I don't think Dave cares as much about the Old Republic as the fans do, and I don't think he really wants to dip into that storyline and need to go there. Yeah.
No. Right now, there's... Go ahead.
No, I was saying he just has too much with Grogu right now.
Exactly. Yeah. Right now, there's somebody out there who saw that movie in the theaters that when they started talking about that at that meeting, and he was like, let me tell you the tragedy of Dark Plagueis. Somebody got the same shivers that we got that can make a movie, and I hope they get to make it one day.
Well,
you need somebody like Keanu Reeves to be passionate about it and be like, hey, look, I seriously want to be Darth Revan, and let's tell this tale before Star Wars, before everything happened. But like, I don't know if he actually really wants to play that character. There's been rumors that like
he'd be so good.
He would be so good. He'd fit the part.
Oh God!
There's rumors that he talked to Disney about something, and not about Marvel, but with Star Wars. Now, whether that's going to come to anything, that doesn't necessarily mean it will. I think this series has canceled a lot of stuff. There's another series that's also canceled. I have a feeling that other series is going to be another show that we are going to get to watch this year, and we'll see how it goes.
What's that?
The Stranger Things Star Wars show that we're getting.
Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew.
You don't think it's coming out?
No, I think it's going to come out, but I have a feeling that is also on the chopping block. Because I think we're seeing
heavily rewritten to not fit into the who was the Gina Carano series where they had like the Commandos. It was supposed to tie into that
Rangers of the Republic.
Yeah. So I think it was reworked since then, but hopefully they'll make it work. I'm still looking forward to that.
I know they
Steven Spielberg splice all over it.
They quietly canceled Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I forget.
Did they actually quietly cancel it?
The guy who played Boba Fett, I'm blanking on his name. He was in an interview recently. He said, "Yeah, it's pretty much canceled."
Oh, what was his name? It's Aquaman's dad.
He said the original plan was that he was going to be in there, whether it was going to be a season 2, but it was going to be a lot of him and Mando, or he was just going to be in the last Mando season.
Okay. See, I can see that though.
Yeah.
I can see.
I can see that fitting too.
Yeah. Like he's a freak. Well, I was gonna say he's a freaking Mandalorian.
Tamia Morrison. All the clone troopers.
Yep.
Yes. Absolutely. Yep. No, so I mean, look, it's God. Star Wars went downhill so daggone fast. I mean, it's like it was almost like they they got that shot of energy when it comes to Grogu and Mando, and they managed to have an awesome story to go along with them in the first 2 seasons. And I think that opened up their mind, like, oh, we can survive without a Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else happened. It's just like, holy crap, we cannot survive without a Skywalker.
Well, look at Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan was supposed to be its own standalone movie. Book of Boba Fett was supposed to be its own standalone movie. Then Mando took off, COVID hit, and they were like, let's pump as much content as cheap as we can onto the streaming service. And they dumped Reva into Obi-Wan for no reason. They stretched that out and kind of crapped on it. Like, yeah, let's hide her under a coat. That's okay. That works in Scooby-Doo. Why won't it work in the Star Wars universe? And then they did Book of Boba Fett, which is supposed to be another standalone movie, and they dumped those stupid bikers in for God knows why. And they kind of like tarnished Cad Bane.
And then the last, like, wasn't there like there was like 1 or 2
the last episode
or
2.
It was literally just Mandalorian.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, it just turned into the Mando season 2.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, and the sad thing is that once again they had the tools, but you didn't have to bleed, the stones so daggone bad, man. I mean, just let it breathe. But you're right. I mean, it's a money grab, and that's what they went for. And I mean, heck, it worked because we pretty much watched all the crap, but it didn't work when it comes to longevity. I mean, I'm not going to watch anything afterwards except for Mando.
I think they're kind of batting, if my numbers are right. Like, there's 6 live action TV shows, I think, and 3 of them are good, 3 of them are not so good. There are redeeming qualities in Obi-Wan.
Yes. I actually like
that end. That end was amazing.
Oh, yes.
I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine that as a whole movie. That would have been amazing. The last couple episodes.
That's 7.
7.
Yeah. So they're still 50-50 almost.
Yeah. And then Larry, cover your ears, but Andor is a masterpiece.
Andor is why I say they're still at 50-50, because half the season sucked and half the season was amazing. I'm sorry. When you need to drop 3 episodes, when you need to drop 3 episodes at one time for us to actually go, okay, I'm into this, there's a problem.
Well, it also has to do with
then it redeems itself.
It also has to do with streaming hours. When
did it redeem itself?
The prison episode.
One way out. One way out. One way out.
There's so much that's fantastic with it. Kev, where do you weigh in?
I'm not in this. I'm just here, bro.
Kev, don't.
Oh man, Kev.
Straight.
Let the adults fight it out.
Horrible. That was horrible.
I'm not saying a word.
I don't. Look, it got to a point. It's Andor. I don't care about him. I don't care.
That's the other thing. And you talk about how we're not going to get any anything outside of the main storyline anymore. Anything outside of the errors that we've already seen. Andor and Rogue One really kind of were the first attempts to kind of take Star Wars in a completely different direction. And thank God they were successful, because we are seeing more stuff like that now. Whereas we're ain't seeing jack anything before episode 1 anymore, period.
Successful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Successful.
But to sum this all up, we don't have Acolyte. Acolyte is gone. It doesn't matter.
No,
it doesn't matter.
It does matter, because Andor 2 has been approved for it to happen.
And we have
Tony Gilroy.
Acolyte doesn't matter, Larry.
More trash can liners.
And we don't have Ahsoka season 2 announced yet.
Don't have that, which was a good show. But
yeah, but we're gonna get
Andor.
Ahsoka season 2. We're gonna get Ahsoka season 2. They're not gonna after
that it's gonna
Ahsoka.
tie right into the Grogu movie.
Oh, it totally is, and it's gonna tie right into the whatever the Rebels movie that we're getting.
Yeah.
Unless just I don't know, maybe they'll tie in with the Mando movie, and that I don't know.
Yo,
Maybe,
my whole mood changed because you said Andor. My whole attitude changed. I was going to go to bed nice and happy, but no, he had to mention Andor. A terrible show.
Oh man,
Yeah, Kevin,
bad.
show Ugly Sonic, please. Change his mind. Palette cleanse. Put Ugly Sonic up.
Okay, hold on.
Oh god, Ugly Sonic.
Yo,
there we go.
Better Sonic.
Redemption.
And he's gorgeous compared to Andor.
He's stuck.
Like,
He's
I love you like a brother.
He's
dude.
stuck.
I love you like a brother, but I will not agree with you. I will pleasantly disagree.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yep.
That's the reason. That's the reason why that there's a such thing called opinions, and opinions. When my mom told me opinions is like butts, everybody have one. So
Menus at restaurants, my friend. Menus at restaurants.
yes, yeah, you may like the filet mignon. I may want the
Trash.
Sirling.
tomahawk. Tomahawk.
Oh, the tomahawk. Yeah.
Larry, I'll get the flaming. You get the salad wedge.
Yes, I do. And I love a salad wedge.
You know it.
Nothing wrong with it.
That's a deep cut, dude.
Yo, that joke is like 25 years old, bro. Like, shut up. Nobody knows about my salad wedge loving self. But anyway, back to Andor. Garbage. All right.
No.
Garbage. Okay, but thank goodness. No more Acolyte. It's a shame. I think the Acolyte really died after episode. Which one of my girl died in?
One when Carrie Ann Moss died in the beginning.
Yeah, it was like, but no,
You gave us fantastic characters and then just killed them all off one by one. Like,
How is it this fart sniffing weasel made it out? Okay,
yeah,
right?
He's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
but my girl, no,
X-23. She died in what, 5?
Was that
Episode
episode
5?
4? Like it was the 4
It's
or 5.
at 4 or 5, yeah.
And I mean, and how she died too is like my man whipped out the razor. I mean, the real quick blade. I'm like,
yeah, but that's after she actually held her own, unlike everybody else.
everybody else
love
just
the Jedi Masters. Like, okay, whatever.
Jedi Masters was whack. But anyway, good riddance.
Thank God.
Good riddance. We ain't had to worry about no other
Man, that got
storyline.
like, dude, that ending where like they're like, oh yeah, Yoda knows about this. Are you freaking kidding me? Let's never talk about that again, ever.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Well, no, see, here's the thing. Yoda knows that it was her apprentice that has turned to the dark side.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's literally a fallen Jedi.
And you know what's funny?
It doesn't matter.
It's a fallen show. It's dead. We
It's
don't got to
dead.
worry about it.
It's dead.
No
It's
more.
done.
We don't
Thank
got to worry about
God.
that story. No more. It doesn't matter what Yoda knows. I forgot that thing. Bye bye Yoda. You don't got to worry about that crap. But
That episode was.
The only thing in the galaxy that could like trump Yoda's power and actually cloud his judgment was Palpatine. And now they're just gonna. Well, I guess they're not doing anything about it now. Thank God.
Time to die.
I'm gonna die, I say. Oh God. Okay. That was going to be a bad segue.
Yeah, I've been trying to like segue and like I don't want to.
I
What I am gonna say is the Acolyte made me sad in different ways than the Super Slash Man trailer made me sad.
Yeah, yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That works. Because my goodness, the I was gonna say like, well, speaking of something that
Oh man, Larry.
I know it was gonna be bad. It was gonna be real bad.
Larry.
But the Christopher Reeve story. I mean, that trailer just dropped just the other day, and I saw some emotion hit Mr. Barry when he was going over his his trailer review on Not 1 Cent.
Yeah, and I ended up collaborating with you guys on the 1 minute Instagram thing.
How sweet
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, I saw it on there too.
So
yeah,
holy like ton of bricks. That John Williams score hits just that note, and
What a gut punch! That was just a straight gut punch and a kick in the parts. I'll just leave that.
Yes.
In the Nords.
I remember. I remember when his son is like, he gave the wave, and that's the last time I saw him on his feet. I was like,
yeah,
and I slammed. I had to do some dates just so I know. His accident was in 1995, and his death was in 2004. I was like 10 or 11 when he got hurt, and I remember like really thinking like Superman got hurt because I was still young enough, and like he was so associated with the character, and it wasn't like we had like, we might have had Dean Cain maybe as Superman, but like nobody else embodied Superman the way that Christopher Reeves did, and so like I felt like Superman got hurt, and it was already after like the death of Superman comic, and I was like devastated when he got hurt because I couldn't separate him from the character.
Yeah, he was I can probably name it was probably only 2 Supermen that, like, when you think of a face, when you think of like who Superman is, if Christopher Reeves don't pop in your head first, you're just not old enough. You know what I mean? Like, if it, like, naturally Henry Cavill does that now. Like, Henry Cavill is Superman to me right now. Even though we probably will never see him as that again, but like, Henry Cavill is that for me. But before Henry Cavill, I don't care how many Lois and Clark, and Smallville and all that stuff. When I think of Clark, or I think of Superman, Christopher Reeves is the face. That's the face.
Exactly.
I had the VHS. I remember watching at my aunt's house when she was watching it. That was the first time that I was introduced to Superman. Was that
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching the movie. It was on a lot. My cousin really, my cousin Carl, he was like super into Superman, no pun intended. But I remember he was always like, it's Christopher Reeve is Superman, and it's an amazing movie. And it was more so Superman 2 for me than it was Superman the movie. When he first took on Zod and Ursa and Non.
Yes. Absolutely. That was the one.
Exactly.
That was the one. Like, the first one was like, oh, it's Superman. But when he actually had to go against Zod and the crew, that was the one.
Dude, when he puts that flag back on the White House.
Yes. Like America.
Exactly. And like, I didn't see Superman 3 and The Quest for Peace until like much later, thankfully. They're terrible.
Yeah.
But even Christopher Reeve in that, he plays it so he doesn't phone it in at all, even though those movies are not good. I mean, he's up with Richard Pryor, but he never phones it in once. You constantly, if there's anything in those movies, it's you believe he's Superman, even when he's fighting himself. And he's sitting at the table drunk, like there's a deleted Bizarro scene where Bizarro has this weird like television. Look it up sometime. It's bananas. Yep.
I'll have to look that up. Yeah. For me, I mean, Christopher Reeves, unlike you, Larry, Smallville is who I think of Clark Kent as. When I think of Clark Kent, I think Smallville. But when I think of Superman, it's Christopher Reeves. It literally, growing up, it's watching Superman and Superman 2, even watching 3 and 4, and like they may not have been like the best sequels later on, but like 1 and 2 were so damn good. And yeah, he is always constantly Superman. That's the thing. He totally embodied the character, and you know, it's almost like James Bond at the time, where like people can look at different James Bonds and be like, yeah, this is the James Bond that I know and love. Like Superman is Christopher Reeves. There's no, it's like Wolverine is Hugh Jackman.
Right.
You know, like he is definitely the singular entity that everyone is trying to live up to, which makes it so damn hard to have a fantastic Superman, because that's what we had, the perfect one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up now. Who did he play on Smallville? Was it Jor-El?
Oh, Christopher Reeves?
Yeah.
I
don't remember who he plays on Smallville. He did make a cameo into, actually
Virgil
not cameo.
Swan.
I
It
think
says
he
Virgil
actually
Swan.
Virgil Swan.
Yeah,
I don't think it was
he was
just
in
a
the wheelchair
cameo
by then,
though.
right?
It was more
Yeah.
than just a cameo.
Like he was in the wheelchair by then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the big thing. Like he was comfortable enough, and he understood like the legacy of what he was doing, that he got on there to do it. Which I think the trailer here kind of goes through the levels of he's devastated. He talks about he can't throw a ball, he can't make love to his wife, and you should let him go. And then he starts to say like, okay, I can do something with this. And then he gives the line of like, what is a hero? Hero is, somebody who stands up and does what's right. And he's like, no, my feelings of a hero has changed. It's a normal man who perseveres through overwhelming odds. And it's exactly what he did. He was able to start, as they say in the trailer, the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation, which is helps for stem cell research. It helps for research with all kinds of paralysis. He was able to start the Reeve Irvine Research Institute, which is finding treatments and cures for paralysis and other neurological disorders. He was able to kind of really be a Superman as an advocate for those who weren't able to do for themselves.
He was the symbol of hope.
Exactly. It's exactly it.
Because now you got people that are walking, fighting, that go back to who they were, and that all started because of him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And seeing Robin Williams in there, and I remember Robin talking about him and Christopher Reeves being friends. Kind of is a gut punch too, because you hear him say like a person who fights and like keeps their humanity is it's something truly special. And like you think about Robin Williams and what ended up happening to him, you're just like, my God.
Yeah, two people with just dark, just demons.
Exactly. I was they ended up meeting at I was saying this to Larry earlier, and you might have been there, Kev, but they met at Juilliard, the School of the Arts in New York City. They were roommates, which you look at Christopher Reeve, like the all-American athlete, like put him on a box of Wheaties, and like you have like Robin Williams, like, and the roommates, and they ended up being best friends.
Nino.
It's two polar opposites.
Exactly. And I remember hearing a story along the lines of when Robin first got to the hospital when Christopher was still there. He went in and just talked to him normal and just made him laugh. He didn't say anything about what happened. He just went in there, made him laugh, made him smile, which is what Robin was best at.
Yeah, I was about to say that's what he was good. That's what he was. That's who he was as a person.
But you know what? That was what that was a gift for him and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
Him not being able to express himself when he really needed to, was what was kind of like his downfall, unfortunately. He did what he had to for his friends, but that tore him up.
He also did it for everybody. That's where like Christopher Reeves and Robin Williams are 100% the same personality, because they both got to this place of my situation is terrible, but my situation should never trump like making somebody else's day, making somebody else happy, showing that like you can be the Superman. Like that was both of them. They both had that personality, and it's just so brilliant that they're such close friends from school, like from learning to be actors and everything.
So, as a person who struggled with depression and bad thoughts my entire life, I've always masked it with comedy. When I was very young, I had the saying of I'd rather be funny than happy, because if I can make people laugh, then they can be happy. And that's Robin Williams to a T.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One other fun fact about the Juilliard School of the Arts is where Kevin Conroy also trained to be an actor. The Batman.
Good old Kevin.
So you had Batman there, Superman there, and Mork from Mork.
Mork from Ork.
Or
Popeye. Better yet, the genie.
The genie.
Yeah. Popeye, the genie, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Dude, I was like such a big fan of like Jack. I think I saw Jack like twice in the theater when it came out. It's so weird. That movie made me cry when I was like 8.
Everything made you cry, Mike. Jesus. Yeah, big. Now
he's a sensitive soul.
I was, man. I'm a tender.
Now you know what's funny? What I'm surprised that this didn't make you cry, but I'll go ahead and play it anyway. Something that we all need to kind of get excited for, something we didn't see when we went to the theaters, but here we go.
He done did make a name for himself.
You know how long he been waiting for this moment?
All hit live.
Apparently that was actually in the scene. I believe it was at the end when Deadpool was saying, "Okay, I'm tired of everyone accusing me for killing Johnny," but this is what he actually said. In the monitor to I think it was like to the far left, that scene was playing.
Really?
Yes.
We need to go to the theaters again.
I know. Is it still in the theaters?
So it was in the movie, but a lot of people didn't see it.
So
how many end credits did that have? Did that just have the one like mid credits?
Just
it was just the one.
Dude, they should have just dropped that at the end.
They should have dropped that too, bro.
But I wonder if they were just waiting on like reaction, and like everybody loves the Gambit in this, and like that's got to be a deleted scene now on the DVD.
Oh, it gotta be. So here's the question. Okay, tinfoil. Who went and got him?
Strange.
You think so?
That's the one. Like that's the one weird thing.
Or is he still in there?
But the thing, if you remember though, Deadpool talked to the woman from the TVA. I forget what her name was, but we saw her in Loki and everything. He said to her, "We had help down there. We had people who helped us down there, and they want to go back to their world."
Okay, but it wasn't a door, like a TVA door.
Yes, I understand. What
that was a
sling ring.
So someone had to go and get them.
Ooh. So, what's her name? Cassandra had the sling ring with the 2.
You're right.
Stones in it. So that is in the world that Deadpool and Wolverine are in right now. Whatever, I forget what number it is. Somebody could have grabbed it from that world and gone back through. Of course, it should be somebody that actually knows what they're doing with a sling ring. So probably Strange.
Watch it be Deadpool. It's like, hey, let's go.
Like, how does this thing work?
Now, I would love for it to, and I know it's not. So it's not like a theory for y'all to go ahead and say, "Well, Larry, you was wrong again." I'm not going to say that because I'm tired of y'all for this. It would have.
That's true.
It would be. Shut up. It would be awesome if that was Wanda.
That would make. That would make sense.
That would be awesome.
Okay.
That's
Wanda.
She was hinted in the movie in the cave they were all hanging out in.
Yes, she was. Yes.
There was also the theory that where they were hanging out was the bottom of I can't remember the name of the temple that blew up where like imploded on her. And like that, if you like line it up, it's like the same. But yeah, it could be Wanda.
Like that would have been awesome. Because she's the only one that really has ties to the X-Men like that.
Yep.
Yeah, plus, I mean, she's been getting teased so much lately. It's like, she's going to come back. When? When are we going to see her?
Coming back.
When are we going to see her?
I think that's going to be like Secret Wars. Tinfoil hat here. Marvel is aiming for a reset. And the reset is going to be after they literally have a big mashup fight with everybody.
X-Men.
I think they're going to start pulling people in left and right. You're going to see some crazy cameos and shit like that come down.
Or we could see her in Agatha.
Well, here's
it's coming.
Kevin, I need you to put your tinfoil hat on top of your tinfoil hat here, okay? And turn on the microwave. Turn on the microwave at the same time. So
okay, just gonna line the room.
We just got confirmation that James Spader is coming back as Ultron in the Vision show.
Yes.
Like you have to have Wanda in that, right? Like that makes total sense.
Or tinfoil hat. You know, that's how you make Doombots.
That you could.
Yeah.
How you bring RDJ back in. That's how you make the Doombots. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
You're supposed to wear the tinfoil, not eat the tinfoil, Kev. Jeez.
Sorry, I'm hungry.
No, but RDJ is here as a variant.
I completely think like the end of Vision's story, if it's in the Vision TV show, like have him just go off somewhere with her and just
let them have their happy ending.
Exactly.
But that's not gonna
happen. You know exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be a Wanda, like finally it's going to be Vision with Wanda. They're both going to be alive. They're both going to be in the same scene. And it's going to be a different Wanda from a whole different freaking universe. And she's going to be like, I don't know who you are.
I don't care who you are.
Yes.
I don't even know who you are.
Exactly what's going to happen. You're like, but we have kids together. No, we don't.
Maury Povich is going to come out with the card. Like the results are in.
You are not your father.
You are not the father.
You are not the wife.
You are not. Shut up, Maury.
That's when he'll do like the What if? Zing!
Yeah.
It happened.
No, you were like, you can't say it, Maury, if you don't have a mouth.
My mouth.
You were okay. Anyway,
Uh,
there
no,
we go.
I'm looking forward to James Spader coming back. Like, I loved the stuff they got right with Ultron. Like his demeanor, his attitude, his like monotone voice. I can't wait to hear it. Like, God, I'll give them $5 if he says there are no strings on me. Please.
Again, yes.
Yes.
Just the way that he was said, you're so naive.
Exactly.
They're like, well, I was born
yesterday.
Oh yeah, I was born yesterday.
Was born yesterday.
What? Hey, look. It's,
look.
We see
Marvel
some
just needs to.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Marvel just needs to give us all of that.
I said Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom.
We're not gonna bring. Okay, we're done.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's gonna lose. We're gonna lose him. We're gonna lose him.
I can't. No, I can't help it.
Gambit was amazing.
As
Ugly Sonic. Bring up Ugly Sonic.
As I'm sitting here talking to y'all, right? I'm sitting here talking to y'all. This is what I see. I'm like, ugh. Anyway.
And I'm like, yes.
Yes. And I'm like, no. They could have got anybody. They could have
like,
got
Billy. Padme? She didn't make it.
Oh God! Anybody could have been a freaking Dr. Doom, and everybody would be like, "It's Dr. Doom," but they gotta make him freaking Robert Downey Jr. Stupid. Oh, speaking of that, before we go ahead and close out, did y'all hear how Anthony Mackie was actually upset at Marvel and that
Eminem for beating him in a rap battle?
So, all right,
he's been bad for a long time. But yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so this was like on that day, that was supposed to be the day that finally Captain America shows his movie. He's been going this whole entire time with people saying like, no, we can't see him as Captain America. That don't make no sense and blah, blah, blah. And that don't make blah, blah, blah. And ratings bad. So finally he's like, I'm excited for this movie. I'm with this movie. I'm like, I can't wait to show the world what we've been doing. And he finally gets his opportunity. And right afterwards, this mofo shows up.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Literally, people were interviewing like the cast of Thunderbolts and everything. No one knew.
Yeah.
But Anthony Mack was like, I get first dibs on the first punch.
So literally all the excitement, everything that Anthony Mackie had went away because they brought back Robert Downey Jr. And everybody's talking about Robert Downey Jr. and not talking about this Captain America.
Yeah.
So yes.
I am excited for this Captain America, though. This is going to be a fantastic movie.
I think so too. But guess what? They're not talking about it because
they're not talking about it. Talking about Robert Downey Jr.
The next day or something. They ain't have to do it the same day.
All right. Also, here's the thing. You're Anthony Mackie. You're going on first. Why are you going on first? You had to know something was up. You had to know there was something else coming. Because why do you go on first?
Because they said, Anthony Mackie, you're on first. That's why.
Page 76, Article 12.
Somebody is telling you you're going on first.
Go on first.
You should know that you're not the big event. Anything that goes on first knows that it's not going to be the big event.
And they bring back Robert
Downey.
I've left concerts after the opening band.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're good.
Yeah, sometimes the concert that you're going for that opening band that's a great band but gets to open for even better band or that you may or may not like.
Anyway,
okay, so look, everyone, thank y'all guys so much for watching and being part. Let me go ahead and cue the music. There we go. That's how we end it, right? All right, let's go ahead and close out with the final remarks. Frankie, baby, what you guys say?
I don't know if Kez is going to say this, but we desperately want to hear from you guys. We've tried. We're putting it out there, asking for questions. Please drop it in the comments. Ask us all sorts of questions. We get a bunch. We can do a great episode of just questions from you guys. So please hit us up. Put your questions, put your comments, put your thoughts. What are you liking? What are you not liking? What do you think? What do you want to hear from us? Anything is open. Put it in there.
Yeah, he stole my thunder, but that's all right. But yeah, we want to hear from you guys. We want to make a Q&A episode just about you guys because we want to express ourselves to you because you're the reasons why we're here. You're the reason why we're going to early access premieres to movies. We're the reason why we're going to Fan Expo, Comic-Con stuff. We want to hear from you guys, no matter what. You can literally say, "Hey, Larry, go watch Andor season 2." He has no choice to watch it if you do. But yeah, that's all I got. We just want to hear from you guys. Let us know what you want us to do next. Until next time.
All right, Christopher Reeve quote here. A hero is an ordinary individual who finds strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles. Take that with you for the day. You got stuff going on. It'll get better. It'll be fine. Check out our Instagram, Geeks at the Nerd Table. We've been posting a lot more stuff. I just went to ZoloCon, met some of my friends there. We met Tori Q Hill, Jose from Baby Girl Comics, my buddy Adam, who sells bootleg toys. How cool is that? Oh yeah, by the way, check out the network book. Tori's comic. It's dope. It's incredible. Check out my personal Instagram at not1centboat and my YouTube. I'm uploading some stuff there. I'm doing contributing with the Geeks at the Nerd Table. Check it out. Adios.
Folks like Tori Hill. We're gonna have to meet up with him real soon for him to be on the show. I can't wait to kind of like just get into his mindset again because one of my
super nice individual. I've been talking to him for a while and like finally got to meet him. I was super excited.
Yo, like one of my all-time favorite interviews ever was Mr. Tori Hill.
Super nice guy.
No, to hear his background, and I'm not going to like spoil it right now, but to hear his background, where he came from, and to have you now say what a nice guy he is, and that's just a total compliment to the man that he is right now. So, and look, and he's not a small individual. He is a giant of a man.
Dude, I was like, hey,
yo, like, and to hear his story and to hear his background, to hear everything that he's gone through, to be that individual now, oh man, y'all guys are in for a treat when we have him on the show, and it's going to happen really, really soon. Other than that, look, guys, thank y'all guys so much. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That's how we grow. That's how we're able to get more content out there, and that's how we can actually start really getting into what you guys want us to get into as well. So please go ahead and share the info, like it, put that thumbs up on there, man. We really, really, really will appreciate it. And we thank y'all guys so much for everything. Until next time, God bless you all. And prepare this button.
Adios.
Peace.